before going to the soil food web, I want to give another example of mineral mining. I think you'll love it. This is something that plants' roots let, and it is not biological nitrogen fixation, lets a group of bacteria through its root to go inside and destroys that bacteria. It's like the bacteria are sacrificing themselves, entering into the root, and then the oxygen in the plant root just destroys the bacteria, part of the bacteria, keeps however nutrient you want inside the root, and then the remaining ones are coming out. It's called rhizophagy, and it is being studied very recent time. When I say recent, in the last 10, 11, 12 years. So a certain group of microbes are going in, 10 of them are going in, 3 of them are getting dead, becoming the nutrients for the plants, and then 7 of them are coming out. And this cycle goes on and on and on. So
that's awesome.
Microbes and plants, they have that interesting relationship. And going into your next question on the soil food web. So at the crux of the food web, we have the photosynthetic organism that can use sunlight and create their own energy. You have the plant and you have the sun. The sun's energy and CO2 is creating glucose, essentially sugars, and they are getting out from the root going into the soil. So that's the first thing that you do in your food web. That's your
first level, base of the food web. That's basic. The foundation.
That is the foundation. And a plant does not live forever. It will be dead. It will fall on the ground, on the soil, and those dead residue or the plant material will then be eaten by the second trophic level, where you have your bacteria, your fungi, and your root-eating nematodes. So they use that organic matter or the crop residue, and sometimes live roots when they're living it, and they also feed off of each other as well. So that's the first trophic level. And once they go through their cycle, and they are not like us, knock on wood, 90 years. They don't live like 90 years like us, but they do like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 days, right?
Live fast and die young.
Yes, there you go. So
I like that. That's true.
When they are dead, they are becoming nutrient. They are being acted upon or fed upon by the tertiary or third tier trophic level. You have your arthropods like millipedes, sow-bugs, termites, and then you have your fungal feeding nematodes, or a little bit of nematodes, and you have the protozoa that feeds on bacteria. They don't do a lot on the fungi, but bacteria, they just engulf them, right? Because they're tiny. And while they're doing it, they're releasing nutrients and the plants are taking it. So you see, all the available nutrients, they are finding their way to the root. And if you take one of the trophic level out, right, you have a system breakdown. So after that,
the house collapse, right? Easy way to have a house collapse.
Yep.
The roof falls in.
Yep. And from the third trophic level, you move on to a little bigger ones. You have your earthworms, you have your bigger nematodes, you have your centipedes, caterpillars. They feed on the third trophic level, and call themselves fourth trophic level. But this cycle goes on. And then at the very end in the food web, we have birds and other mammals.
Yep. Which that's the above the soil.
Top tier. There's a top tier of the food web. So while this whole process goes on, one thing is resoundingly common. You live, when you die, the cycle doesn't stop there. You get eaten, and that nutrients is being released, so recycled, that finds its way towards the next trophic level, or at the very end at the crux, the plant roots. In doing this process, minerals are getting bioavailable in ion form. Plants are taking it. Microbes and fungi are taking it. Fungi are really, really good at it because they can extend their hyphae and they don't need to be present at one spot to get food from 10 feet away. Through their extension, they can get it. So that's the food web in a nutshell. I